What is up, YouTube? I am back again with another video. Today I'm going to quickly talk about Carmelo Hayes, who is an absolute killer, just killing the game, shoot and don't miss. So he originally made his debut on the NXT Breakout Tournament last year. He ultimately won it in the final match against Odyssey Jones with the most devastating move in sports entertainment. But it got him set up. He had a contract for any title match. NXT, you have great concepts. Continue doing what you're doing. So he has a match against Santos Escobar. I believe he won that. Nothing really. He's kind of just floating around. Introduces Trick Williams, which is like his backup, pretty much his partner, who that guy just cracks me up. Check him out on YouTube. Funny character. And then Carmelo, for a bit, he doesn't do much. He kind of just has the contract. And then he finally cashes in that contract against the Hit Row guy, Isaiah Swerve Scott, on the October 12th edition. What a smart way to do it. Nice way to build up a young star. And he ultimately won the NXT title. And unfortunately for that entire Hit Row stable, they were released 2 weeks later for basically no reason. I covered a bit on 4 wrestlers that were released, but there was about over 78 more, and that's for another day. So he ultimately won, had a celebration, and that started a feud with Johnny Gargano, which that could have been more. You could have got a lot more matches out of it, but unfortunately things went the way they did. So ultimately, he fought Johnny. I believe it was in a tag match. Johnny and Dexter Lumis versus Hayes and Trick Williams. Ultimately, he won. I think they had I don't remember if they had a singles match, but I'm pretty sure Carmelo won. But I know it was a triple threat match for his North American Championship. Hayes versus Pete Dunne versus Johnny Gargano. Carmelo won, which, yes, keep that title on the man for a bit because you're trying to build people up, and that's the only way you got to do it. And then War Games. New breed versus the old breed of NXT. I watched that match probably a dozen times. I loved it. Grayson Waller's jump off the cage. All kinds of crazy stuff. Check it out. Ultimately, Carmelo's team won. Which, good. Again, you want to build people up, not down. And then Carmelo wasn't really... Actually, he started a feud with Roderick Strong, which ultimately unified the Cruiserweight title and the North American title, but come on, that's just an excuse to get rid of the Cruiserweight title because WWE's wanted to do that for a bit. So that match takes place at New Year's Evil, which, by the way, the build-up for that was pretty good. A lot of funny stuff between Malcolm Bivens and Trick Williams. Roddy and Carmelo put on a terrific match, and the right winner won, Carmelo Hayes. Has another celebration, you know, cuts a good promo. He's the A champion. He's going to defend it. All that good stuff. And then Cameron Grimes, in the back, ultimately confronts him. Because Carmelo originally, on the last week's edition of NXT, he drove in, gave his car key to a security guy. When he was coming out, the security guy didn't have it. Cameron Grimes did. And Cameron basically challenged him. So that feud, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what happens on tonight's edition of NXT, and most likely I'll be covering more on that in the very near future. But for now, I'm going to leave you there, and we're going to stay tuned until later on tonight. Subscribe!